Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, welcome to our IDN podcast, which is the English talk show. With me, Ali Zakiaza, and I'm from 10th grade of TMM, and two of my friends. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Zaki Alikas and I'm from 10 TKJ and I will be talking and ask something about IT or something about life with Yaza and Mas.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum, and I'm Muhammad Mos from Exarfield, so to speak 10. Yeah, here to speak more about friendly topics and about IT.
Yeah, basically we're gonna try to get closer to each other. So
Yeah.
we're gonna know about you guys,
Yeah,
and to let them know about what we do, basically what we do everything every day. So from Mars, so I heard that you're not from Indonesia, so you're from Pakistan, right?
yeah.
So do you feel like some difference between Pakistan and Indonesia? Because like it's a different country, right?
Yeah, of course there's a difference. There's a difference. Like Indonesia has just two weathers, where in Pakistan we have four weathers.
For weathers.
So and Indonesia is mostly tropical area, like tropical weather. So and there's a much difference about the food. So in Pakistan, like not saying, but there are like a very big difference of food actually. And yeah, I think that is the things that I have noticed so far. Yeah.
Okay. So that you say before Pakistan have four weather. Can you tell me about four weather?
There are winter,
Weather?
spring.
Winter. There's a winter.
Yeah, winter, spring, summer, and autumn.
So when does winter comes?
Winters mostly come in between October. Maybe they start from September. Like summer just getting decreased from September. So September to I think February or March. I think.
Yeah. So like there's snow like comes down.
Comes down forward.
No, I mean like is there snow in the winter? Cause like mainly
Snow, snow.
winter
Oh,
like
snow.
identical with snow, right?
Oh,
Snow.
So actually, so there's no usually have snow. We don't have snow in cities or in villages, but there are many places, many particular places where we have snow. Like there are particular places that I can mention, like Mori or or Naran Khagan. So they have snow there. So.
Oh.
Yeah, and in Indonesia, when you have winter, so is it snow here?
No, so basically in
no-
Indonesia, I think there's no winter.
Yes,
like,
from-
there's rainy day, there is sunny
Summer
day.
day.
This summer there is rainy days, something like that. There's no much weather in here, so I just know that Pakistan, there is like winter. Yeah.
Like
What?
like you're saying, like there's no winter, but when it rains, it comes a bit more cooler than it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got it. So you think that it is very hot in Indonesia?
Right.
You think that it is very hot in
Of
Indonesia?
Yeah. And then when it comes to rainy day, most of people getting sick.
Oh,
Yes.
very sick. Because it's just suddenly changing, like changing the weather. It's suddenly like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, because the weather changing situation, and then
Yeah.
because of it was cold, and then because people likes to run across the rain, and then getting cold, and then
Yeah.
getting sick. Well,
Yeah.
like something
I
like
think
that.
it's very boring in Indonesia because just two weather and I never know about snow. I never touch it and from 4 years old I wanna know I want to play with snow. Until now
Still interesting.
I not yet to get it.
Yeah,
Uh,
I really
There.
interested. Like how it feels. Is it like really cold? What?
snow. I actually haven't touched snow too. real snow, you know, white source of things that are coming down from the sky. But I haven't touched that too. But I have seen them because when I was hiking, so in the mountain there were mountains, like you can say we were camping on the valley, so the mountains were full of snow. So that was a very great view from for me. So yeah, and the other thing that actually Pakistan's weather was great actually, but with the time people used to cut the trees and spread the pollution. So with that, like there is no balance between the weathers now. Like summer, like when it is summer, it is very summer. Like the maximum temperatures that has been reached in Pakistan, I think, is 49 or 45 like thing.
Wow.
And when it is winter, it just gets so lower. So you know, just there is no balance. No, yeah.
Yeah, I think Indonesia also like Indonesia hot because of people cutting trees and then blah blah blah. Yeah, basically like that. Okay, moving from that, so you're from Pakistan, right?
Right.
So you're mainly using Urdu language.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how's it feel like? Didn't speak your mother language since in Indonesia?
Actually, in Pakistan, I have already learned, like I was learning English, so I was getting better day by day. So it wasn't very difficult for me, but you know, sometimes I just miss my mother language, of course.
Yeah.
But it was not very difficult as it is for some people. So yeah.
That you're not afraid your mother language is get lost because you always speak English, Indonesian.
I think it won't actually. Yeah, I think, yeah. Of course, because I often read some books in Urdu,
Okay.
so yeah, that's why. So there are many interesting books and books related to yeah. So
So do you feel like comfortable speaking in English every time when you meet people or something?
I think yes, but when it just gets stuck, in something. So then I just after ending the conversation, I just go to my mobile or actually tablet or laptop. I just search about the things, and I actually nowadays I am trying to increase my vocabulary because I think vocabulary matters more than grammar, but grammar is a role in English.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so when you learn about English,
actually, back in in Pakistan, I was learning English since from the elementary school, like Yiza. So, but the education system, as you may know, in Pakistan is not very good as compared to Indonesia. So they wasn't just really focusing on the speaking part. So they were just focusing on grammar, too much grammar.
Yeah, I mean like grammar is not the main thing of English,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
The main thing is that you can pronunciate
Yeah.
the vocabulary and then just go with it.
Yeah, of course you need vocabulary for speaking. You need words to express yourself, to deliver the message. Yeah, grammar matters, but not at all. You can learn it along the way or along the time with the time. So back when I started learning programming, in that time I started learning more about English because my courses, my research was all in English. So that's why I have to focus on English too.
okay.
Oh.
So, Zaki, what about you? Like, your English is good, mashallah. So, how did you learn?
I learned when I junior high school, like in seventh grade. When I seventh grade, I cannot speak English one sentence or two sentence, only one sentence or two sentence, and I cannot speaking. I cannot speech or yes, I cannot everything about English language. And because I have the good teacher in the junior high school, the name is Mr. Jun in junior high school. He teach me about English from seventh grade and then eighth grade too, and ninth grade my teacher English is Mr. Jun.
Oh yeah.
And because that I can speaking about with people with English, and I do my activity every day with English language because he.
That's
Yeah.
great.
I want to ask to you guys. Have you learn about accent?
Accents.
Yeah.
Like I have introduced to many accents like Canadian, Australian, and the many others. But my most favorite ones that I find relatable to me, that one was American, and I am still working on improving my American. So yeah, but many people like to use British accent. They like British.
So actually, myself, like I really like American accent, British accent, and Australian, because Australian is kind of similar like British accent, but I think it is really like British is more complicated than Australia, and then Australia is more like easier than British. So like when I want to learn about British, so I have to learn about something that easier than that. So that means I have to learn like Australian what accent 1st, and then go to British. But sometimes when American people talk, like having a conversation, I really want to learn about like American accent. So Zaki, do you have like your do you interest in one of accents?
No, I think I not learn about action. Just yes, normally just no action, and I not learning more about action.
Yeah, so actually last time in my class, my teacher teach me about British accent.
Yes.
Yeah, like we hear British people talks, and then we have to remake. Like we have to, we have to basically follow what he speaks, like his accent and everything. And I really like that to make my accent.
Oh, you interested?
Yeah, I'm really interested in making my accent. You know.
Okay.
It's like so that when you learn about accent, you can sound more like
Native
British
speaker.
people or native speaker like that.
So there are many accents. If you like, like there are other accents like Indonesian or Indian. So, for example, if you go to the America, so you are speaking Indonesian or Indian accent, or so for example, for instance, you have made a friend, so of American, but you are speaking with Indonesian accent. You will be friends, but not a very good friends, maybe because of the accent. But when you are going to speak American accent or their accent, they're like a better understanding, and the more you are going to be more relatable. So that's why. That's what I think actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Mas. I want to ask one question. That I know you always try to learn about bahasa, and I always see you always use Indonesian language to talk with us. And what your opinion about Indonesian language? That easy or
Of course, it seems difficult at the starting, and I'm still at the starting point. So actually, there are many similar words.
Similar words.
Similar words of Urdu in Indonesian and Arabic as well. So it will take some time, of course, to build the base of my bahasa. So I would like to actually nowadays, or sometimes I like to use bahasa to speak. So because actually I'm living in Indonesia, so I think it is important to learn bahasa to communicate with others.
Yeah.
Yes.
They mostly they don't know English. For example, if I'm going to buy something from the shop or from other things, so I think it is an important thing for me to learn.
And I ever hear you and your little brother talks, and I didn't know about. So you're speaking Urdu, right?
Yeah.
And when I hear it, like it's so complicated because I'm from Indonesia, you're from Pakistan, and we speak different. Our vocabulary is different, how we pronounce. So I feel like there is something like different how you pronounce it, how Indonesia pronounce, like it's so different. So maybe that is the gap, like so maybe that is one thing that makes learning other language hard because of the pronunciation, and then because like we didn't know how other people speaks. Like maybe English is an international language, so many people can speak English, but not many people can speak other country language like China, Korea,
Yeah.
Japan.
Mother language is.
Yeah.
On top of that, China is becoming superpower.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna learn Chinese. Though.
Yeah, me too actually. I have a goal for that too, to learn Chinese.
Yes, I think you should learn about Arabic first.
Oh yeah, Arabic. Yeah, I really want to learn Arabic because I want to study about Al Quran. So
Yes.
it's better for you to understand Arabic first before you reciting Al Quran because it makes you easier to like memorize.
And
Memorize
you know what you
Al-Quran,
are speaking or what you are recitating.
Yeah.
One day, one page, and I think it's can if you know about Arabic language.
So is it like so I heard that Urdu language and Arabic language is like similar to it.
Actually, in the writing perspective, they are almost same. But of course, there is a difference between the grammar, between the vocabulary, the words they're pronounced. So there's one additional. I think there are a couple of additional characters in Urdu. So actually, back in 1964, like close to that, Indonesians was also using Arabic words, Arabic-like words. You know, Ain, Noon. So after some time, they shifted to the English letters. Like Turkish people were also using Arabic, but after some time, or in 1990 or like that, they shifted to the English character or letters. Like let me tell you the gap between that you were talking about between the Indonesia and Urdu. Like you guys pronounce A to A, but we used to pronounce as it is A. Like D, Ba, B. We say B.
So because Urdu language and Arabic language has its similars,
Yeah.
can you understand about Arabic language? Like if people talks in Arabic, do you like know what he speaks?
To be honest, I won't actually. But since I'm here, I have learned some amount of vocabulary in Basha. So whenever my teacher is speaking or my friends are speaking on some topic, I just got the idea what are they speaking by the words. I don't know, but I just got the idea because maybe there are some words that are similar, of course. So that.
Only the word that's similar.
Yeah, whenever I hear a familiar word that is, I think that I have heard it and I know. So I just got the idea what they are talking about.
Okay.
So yeah, like for instance, like on the chair that I'm sitting, like chair. In Arabic we call it kursi. In Urdu we call it kursi. In Bahasa we call it kursi.
Yeah.
So you see how the things are very similar.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we're gonna end this podcast for today. So thank you for listeners there, and see you guys later. So assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.